Good afternoon. This is Steve Beal for GTV Sports here on Goffstown TV. We're at Lions Field in Goffstown, New Hampshire on a Thursday afternoon. Beautiful day, 65 degrees, light breeze out of the south, maybe 5 miles an hour. Flag is still pretty still out in right field. We're here for a varsity game with the Goffstown Grizzlies hosting the Nashua South Panthers in a Division I NHIAA baseball game here. Goffstown comes in 1-4 on the season. Nashua at 2-2. Goffstown coming off of a tough one yesterday where they lost 13-0 to the hands of the Keene Blackbirds. But it's a new day. It's beautiful, and we'll see what happens here this afternoon. We're getting ready here with the umpire meeting, pregame meeting at home plate with the two coaches, and I'll go down the lineup here for the visitors, which I'm going to have to say it's early in the season, but this is probably going to be one of the toughest lineups to read. I had a hard time spelling some of these names, much less pronouncing them. But batting first for Nashua, the shortstop, number 3, Albert De La Rosa. Batting second, the right fielder, number 6, Dante Young. Batting third for Nashua, the first baseman, number 14, Mason Mataluski. Batting cleanup is the designated hitter, number 27, Braden Mcdonald. And he's hitting for the pitcher, number 11, Andres Hulfiker. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 10, Jake Smith. That's an easy one. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 2, Roy Santiago Sanchez. Batting seventh, number 13, the catcher, Ryan Lopez. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 34, Nolan Foss. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 5, Chris Keefe. So not too bad with the names, but there's some others on the roster that if they get in the game, we may have some difficulty with. But so we'll have De La Rosa, Young, and Mataluski coming up first here in the top of the first inning for Nashua. For Goffstown today, Connor Hyzak gets the start on the hill. He's leading off. Number 5, number 11, Clay Campbell, the shortstop, batting second. Bob Dougherty, number 8, will be the left fielder, batting third. Number 9, Will Susi, batting fourth, is playing center field. Batting fifth will be number 13, Cam Kozak at first base. Batting sixth, the DH, number 16, Jared Heidenreich. He's hitting for TJ Dutton, who's number 4, the second baseman. Batting seventh is Miles Green, the third baseman. He's number 20. Batting in the 8th spot will be number 10, Nate Bonacorsi, the right fielder. And batting last will be number 1, Liam Gilbreath. He's doing the catching today. So we're about to get started here. Hyzak makes his way to the hill to take his warm-up tosses. And we got a 4 o'clock start scheduled today. It's going to be a little bit after that by the time we get first pitch, but not too bad. Again, a beautiful day here at Lions Field. Goffstown playing their second home game of the week. They lost yesterday to Keene, who improved to 6-2 with a 13-0 victory in 5 innings over the Grizzlies. Tomorrow's games have already been rained out. Goffstown is to play at Pinkerton tomorrow afternoon. That game has been moved to Tuesday afternoon at 4 o'clock at Pinkerton. So this is the final game of the week, probably the final game of the week for just about everybody. Tomorrow is supposed to be a pretty wet day all around with a lot of rain. So Hyzak pitched at Exeter. I believe that's his only other work of the season thus far. That was a 3-0 loss for the Grizzlies, which was a 1-0 game for most of that game. Connor pitched very well. Goffstown could not get anything going offensively in that ball game, stranding a few runners. Actually, I think the first inning, if I remember correctly, was their best chance to score with runners at second and third. But Exeter's a good team. I think they're 6-1, and they're pretty deep. So Hyzak pitched very well. He had 12 Ks in that game, and Goffstown just couldn't score any runs. So we'll see if Goffstown can get the offense going today against Nashua South and Andres Hulfiker, the pitcher. So here we go. We're getting ready for the top of the first here. The umpires get in position Albert De La Rosa, the shortstop, number 3, is leading off. Isaac makes his last pitch. Gilbreath fires down to second base, and we're ready to go. I'll try to keep up with the balls and strikes on the stadium scoreboard as well as the overlay as well as my scorebook until I can get, hopefully Mr. Bello will show up today and help me out again. So here we go. Around the infield, Kozak at first, Dutton at second, Campbell at short, Green at third, Gilbreath behind the plate, Isaac on the mound. Going from left to right, we got Bob Dougherty in left, Will Susi in center, and Nate Bonacorsi in right field. Isaac ready to go. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. The pitch is swung on and hit to the shortstop. Slow roller, Campbell comes up and fires and gets him at first by a half step. So that's one out. Umpire having something to say to Isaac there. One pitch, one out. Here's Dante Young, the right fielder, number 6. He looks down at third base for the sign. Isaac working from the windup. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. Isaac winds and delivers. That pitch is well outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the first inning here at Lions Field. Isaac delivers down low, ball 2. Dante Young, the right fielder, wide stance at the plate. Here's the pitch. That pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right side, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Slightly open stance for Young. Here comes the pitch. Looked like it had a little bend in it, but not close enough to entice a swing. And we go with ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Isaac got the leadoff man on a ground out to short on 1 pitch. Goes full count here. Here it comes. There's a pitch hit to the right field line. That's hit pretty well. Bonacorsi going over. And that ball lands foul. That's a play where the ball just kept drifting as it's going to off of a right-hand batter's bat there, and it just kept tailing towards the line. The wind is pushing it slightly that way as well. But you've got to know that as an outfielder where the ball's going to tail off a right-handed bat there and assume that ball is going to land further away than the line it's on when it starts off the bat. And fortunately for Bonacorsi and the Grizzlies, that ball landed just foul. So here's the 3-2 again. There's a breaking ball. That's a strikeout. Strike 3. Nice pitch there from Isaac to get the second out of the inning. A little off speed had him well off balance there. That's going to bring up number 14, the number 3 batter, Mason Matalewski, the first baseman. There's a tall batter standing in there. Takes the ball just below the knees. Ball 1. Isaac with the pitch. Takes a little something off there, but that's on the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the first inning here. Nashua at bat. There's a pitch hit to the right side. Dutton slides over second hop. Makes the throw to Isaac. A little wide, but not a problem for Kozak to handle at first base. I apologize. That's Cam Kozak, not Isaac over there. Isaac's a good player, but he's not playing everywhere. So that is the end of the top of the first inning. So after half an inning, we go to the bottom of the first, no score. No runs, no hits, no Goffstown errors, and nobody left on base for Nashua South. Isaac gets a 4-3 ground out to end the inning and retires the side on 11 pitches. So that's a nice start for the Grizzlies. A little different than yesterday, where Keene put ran 15 batters up to the plate in the first inning, putting up 9 runs. So we've got a right-handed pitcher, number 11, on the hill for Nashua, and that's Andres Helfiker. I'm sure I'm probably not saying that correctly, but that's probably as close as I'm going to get. So 1 strikeout for Hyzak in the top of the first, and he'll lead off here in the bottom of the first, followed by Clay Campbell and Bob Dougherty. So defensively for Nashua, the catcher behind the plate is Ryan Lopez. Over at first base is Matalewski. Second base is Santiago Sanchez. Shortstop is De La Rosa. Third base is Foss. And then the pitcher, of course, is Helfiker. And then in the outfield from left to right, Keefe in left, Smith in center, and Young in right. One hop throw down to second base, and the Grizzlies are ready to go here. Beautiful afternoon. It was nice yesterday too, but a little more windy, a little cooler, in the upper 50s, 58, 59 degrees, with a strong breeze blowing straight in from right field. The wind is almost turned completely around today and much more calm. Temperatures about 6 or 7 degrees warmer. Beautiful day for baseball. Here's the first pitch to Hyzak. There's a fastball. Fouled down the right field line and out of play. That's back towards the cars there. Everybody cringes. Strike 1 to Hyzak. There's a little off-speed pitch left up and in. Ball 1 ball, 1 strike. I believe Hyzak was 0 for 3 on the day yesterday. After being pretty hot last week with the bat. See if he can get it going again here today. There's a pitch to Hyzak. That ball's hit to left field. It's hit well. That's to the gap in left center. That's going to short hop the fence. It's a short gap out there, but either way, you still got to hit him, and that's a nice shot by Hyzak into the left center field gap for a 1-1 pitch. He hits a double to left center. That's a totally different start for the Grizzlies here today. So Hyzak's at second with a double, and that's going to bring up Clay Campbell, left-handed hitting shortstop today. Helfiker with the pitch. That's up high to Campbell, ball 1. Let's see how aggressive the Grizzlies are on the bases. They've had some base running miscues here early in the season. There's a pickoff move to second base. See, that's a normal pickoff move there where you spin off the rubber and throw to second. Unlike the wind-up move where you lift the leg and then rotate within the move. Helfiker comes set. Here's the pitch to Campbell. He looks at ball 2. Pretty good pace on the fastball here from the right-hander from Nashua. Hyzak at second. We're in the bottom of the first inning. No score. There's another throw to second base. Shortstop in behind Hyzak. Not close. That's De La Rosa coming in there. Santiago Sanchez, the second baseman, is playing straight up with the left-handed hitter at the bat. Here's a 2-0. That pitch misses up high as well. It's 3-0. So Campbell way ahead in the count. He walked and singled yesterday, one of the few bright spots in the offensive lineup for the Grizzlies yesterday. And I'm sure he wouldn't mind taking a walk to put 2 on for Dougherty here. There's a pitch in there for a strike, though. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Hyzak's at second base. De La Rosa keeping him close. It's a little easier with a lefty up there because if you play him to pull, you can be over towards the bag. Here's the pitch to Campbell. That's fouled straight back. Strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at second base here in the bottom of the first inning. Let's see what Campbell gets to swing at here. Full count. Here's the set and the pitch. There's a fastball. Campbell thought that might have been up, maybe away. He gets rung up on the pitch, though. That's the first out of the inning. Hard to say there from this angle. And also hard to say from this angle where that is in relation to the other pitches that have been called. So here's Bob Dougherty, the left fielder, number 8, batting third. He's got a runner at second with 1 out. Now you'll see Santiago Sanchez holding Hyzak close. That pitch is down low, it looks, for a ball. So we'll have to figure out the strike zone as we go here. Hyzak gets his lead off second base. Helfiker with the set. He's going to go to second again. Second baseman in behind Hyzak, and Hyzak back easily. Not playing Dougherty to pull here much. Third baseman's off the line a bit, and shortstop's playing more towards second base. Here's the 1-0 coming to Dougherty. There's a pitch up high, ball 2. So Helfiker getting behind here. He was behind Campbell, but came back to get the strikeout after going 3-0. And now he's behind on Dougherty, 2-0. Pitch to Dougherty, hit to the left side. That's going to be in the hole of the shortstop, and he's going to eat it. He has no play. So you had to be wary of Hyzak at second base. Ball was hit in front of him, so he made the right play by not running on the pitch, on the hit. But by the time De La Rosa got over there to field that deep in the hole, he had no play at Dougherty going down the line. So that's an infield single. And the Grizzlies have a little something going here with runners at first and second. Here's Will Susi, the center fielder. There's a breaking ball, misses high, ball 1. So runners at first and second. 1 out. Susi at the plate. There's a fastball at the knees for a strike. 1-1. Susi had a tough day at the plate yesterday with a couple of ground outs right back to the mound. One with the bases loaded, a big double play. He's looking to redeem himself, and he's got a couple runners on here to get things started. Here's the 1-1. There's a breaking ball up and in. Susi ducks out of the way, and the count goes to 2-1. So Grizzlies with a good chance to get on the board early here. First and second. Susi calls timeout. First baseman's playing on the grass, looking for a possible bunt. Playing in front of the runner. Hyzak's at second. And the second baseman playing right up the middle, right behind the bag, keeping Hyzak close. There's a pitch to Susi. That's fouled off the right side. First baseman gives it chase. And I think that ball, he trips up and falls against the fence there. Looked like he caught a spike as he went over got close to the fence. The ball falls harmlessly out of play. So it's just a strike for Susi. Matalewski gave it a good effort, though. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on for the Grizzlies here. Bottom of the first inning. Helfiker comes set. Here's the 2-2 to Susi. That pitch misses way up high, ball 3. So he's going full on this count as well. So this will be the second time he's at a full count here in the first inning. Let's see if Goffstown can get something going here. Got some Hornets coming into the booth. Here's the pitch to Susi. That pitch misses down and in. That's ball 4. And that loads them up for the Grizzlies. 1 out. We're going to get a pitching visit, a visit to the mound here right away. So they're all loaded up. Got Hyzak, the runner, at third. Dougherty single, infield single. He's moved over to second on the walk to Susie. Susie's at first base. Bases loaded here. One man out. Grizzlies with a chance to get something going and put some runs on the board here today. They've had a hard time scoring runs so far early in the season. The last time we actually had a real nice day, they scored 8 runs over at Gill Stadium, and we got a nice day today. See if the offense can click in again on a day where it feels good to be out on the ball field. So Andres Hulfiker on the mound, right-hander, working with the bases loaded. He works out of the set all the time. He's already thrown 18 pitches. Here's the first one to Cam Kozak. Kozak playing first base today. He looks at a ball down and away, ball 1. The right-hander comes set. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Kozak looks at a strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Middle infielders playing a double play depth. First baseman's on the grass. Third baseman's playing short as well. Here comes Kozak. The pitch to Kozak fouls it off down the right field line. That one hops into a vehicle. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of room on the right side. Second baseman playing up the middle a little bit. Right fielder playing pretty deep. Here's the pitch to Kozak. There's a breaking ball. Front door breaking ball, it looked like. That's in there for strike 3, called. And there's 2 outs. That'll bring up Jared Heidenreich. So that's a pair of strikeouts in the inning, both looking. And the bases are still loaded. Jared Heidenreich, the DH, number 16, batting for the second baseman, T.J. Dutton. He takes a pitch away, ball 1. Heidenreich was slightly open stance. Hulfiker comes set. Here's the pitch. Jared swings and fouls it straight back, strike 1. Hyzak led off the inning here with a double. He's at third now after an infield single and a walk. The Grizzlies would really like to score him. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball up and in. Heidenreich bails on that, maybe a little bit early. But it was a ball, 2-1. Here's the set and the pitch. Fastball, swung and missed. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Heidenreich was a little bit tardy on that one. See if he goes to the fastball again here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. There's another fastball. That ball is hit through the right side. Second baseman goes over and makes a fine play. Gets up throwing to first. Heidenreich beats it. His one-hop throw is not picked by the first baseman. That's going to be an infield single and an RBI, and then an error on the second baseman on the short hop throw, which allowed the runner from second base to come around and score. Bob Dougherty comes in to score, and he would not have been able to score had that play been made cleanly at first base. So Heidenreich just throws his bat at the ball behind in the count, or with a 2-strike count, I should say. Dougherty ends up coming all the way around on the throwing error by the second baseman. Santiago Sanchez made a great effort at that. The runner takes off from third. Heidenreich's going to steal second base easily. Miles Green, the third baseman, at bat. I believe that pitch was called ball 1. Next pitch, 2-0. Misses ball 2. So Heidenreich just punches that ball the right side. Gets 1 run home, and then the error gets the other run home. There's a ball hit to the right side. That's going to be an easy play for the right fielder. Coming in one-hands, it makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So that goes F9 to retire the side. But Goffstown does get a pair. So they do load the bases with one out, and eventually with 2 outs, Heidenreich comes up with an infield single to the second baseman as Santiago Sanchez made a nice play keeping the ball in the infield, but his throw from his knees was a little bit short to the first baseman. First baseman went into the stretch, tried to scoop it, was unable to, and his scooping action with his mitt kind of kicked the ball out towards the outfield grass, and that allowed Dougherty, who had already taken third base on the play, to round third and score as the ball rolled away from the first baseman, Matalewski. So Goffstown gets a pair of runs, and that's a good start for them as they're up 2-0 here in the second inning. Hulfiker ends up throwing 22, 27, 30 pitches in the inning, so they definitely made him work. He did get a pair of strikeouts, but Goffstown got 2 runs, 3 hits. There was 1 error on Nashua, and Goffstown left a pair of runners on base. So, after 1 complete, it's 2-0 Goffstown, and Nashua South will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters batting here in the top of the second inning. Braden Mcdonald, the designated hitter, number 27, will be leading off. Another big right-handed batter here. Umpires are having a chat. I'm not sure what that's about, but either way, we're in the top of the second inning. Grizzlies lead 2-0. Here's McDonald to lead off against Hyzak. First pitch of the inning is in there for a called strike. Hyzak not afraid to throw any of his pitches in any counts. There's a breaking ball. Batter stays back and fouls it down the first base line, but the count runs to 0-2. Hyzak working from the windup. McDonald at the plate. Here's the 0-2. That pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Ball 1. Here's the 1-2. There's a pitch hit weakly to the right side. Kozak waits for it, kind of side saddles it, but makes the play, takes the out himself. That's 3 unassisted for the first out. And here's Jake Smith, number 10, the center fielder. Left-handed batter in there. Here's the pitch. Ball misses down low, ball 1. Here's the pitch from Hyzak. That misses just low as well, 2-0. Hyzak smoked the ball to lead off the first for Goffstown that had Jake Smith on the run to the gap. He couldn't get it until it short hopped the fence. It ended up being a double for Hyzak. He ultimately did come around to score. That pitch is up high, misses ball 3. So we got a 3-0 count here. Smith looking all the way, takes a strike. Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the second inning. Nashua South at bat. Center fielder Jake Smith. There's a breaking ball, it just misses. That's ball 4. So the Panthers have a runner on here. That's their first runner of the game. And here's Roy Santiago Sanchez, the second baseman, number 2. coming to bat. Right-handed hitter. He's going to go down and get the signs, calling his third base coach down because there's some confusion between the coach and the batter here. So we got one out, one on, top of the second inning. Goffstown with a 2-0 lead here. Hyzak working from the set. Smith with his lead at first. Hyzak looks over, steps off, and throws just a soft toss over to the bag. Smith is back easily. Goes over to first again. A little bit more pace on that throw. So Smith kind of taking an odd lead there as Santiago Sanchez fouls that pitch off for strike one. That probably found the river over there. This field is right on the banks of the Piscataquag River running through Goffstown. Top of the second, Smith at first. 0-1 count. There's a throw over to first. Smith's back diving easily. Hyzak comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball hit back to the mound. Hyzak throws wildly to second. Campbell couldn't hold the bag or catch the ball, and that's going to allow Smith to get to third base. So Hyzak got the comebacker. But he threw the ball over Campbell's head, so that's going to be a fielder's choice for Santiago Sanchez, and the error allows Smith to go all the way to third base. Here's number 13, Ryan Lopez, the catcher. Hyzak steps off and throws to first. Sanchez back. There's a fake. He took a big lead. That was the old fake to third, throw to first. If he had thrown right away, they might have had Santiago Sanchez picked off there because he did start towards second base. Hyzak comes set again. There's a better throw. Closer play at first. That throw was a little bit high and wide of the bag. If he puts that on the infield side of the bag, there's a chance they had him picked off there as well. So he's running. There he goes. There's the pitch. Gilbreath throws right through to second base, and he is out by a lot. So that did not work out really well for Nashua there. Everybody in the park knew he was running. Lopez at the plate took the pitch, but Gilbreath just threw straight through to the shortstop, and he was out by a lot. That's a big out. Second out of the inning now with a runner at third. And Lopez fouls that pitch straight back. He's a big boy as well, right-handed batter, number 13. Count goes to 0-2. See now, a fly ball, ground ball right side, does not get a run home if Goffstown makes the play. So there's a breaking ball in there. Freezes Lopez. Apparently they call that a ball. Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or maybe the first pitch was called a ball. And pitch misses down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runner at third is Jake Smith. He led off with a walk, or with a 1-out walk. Went to second on a comebacker to Hyzak, and the throw went into center field. So he was safe at second and was able to get to third. There's a breaking ball. Swung on and missed. Big cut, not close. Third out. And that's going to do it for the top of the second inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning with Goffstown in the lead, 2-0. So Nashua, no runs. They did have 1 man left on base. They did not have a hit, and there was 1 Goffstown error. So Isaac had a strikeout and a walk in the inning, but was not hurt by the walk or the error ultimately, as they did not score. He ended up throwing, 16 pitches. So he ended up only facing 4 batters, even though 2 were on. Once Gilbreath, with a strong throw to second base, cut down Santiago Sanchez on the first and third running situation, and that was a big out for the Goffstown defense. So Isaac throws 16 pitches in the inning. Is at a 2-inning total of 27. We go to the bottom of the second here, and it's going to be the 8-9 hitters for Goffstown. Left-handed hitting Nate Bonacorsi, the right fielder, will lead it off. Goffstown looking to build on a 2-0 lead here, bottom of the second inning. Andres Hulfiker throws his last warm-up pitch, and we're ready to start the bottom of the second inning. Bonacorsi was 0 for 2 yesterday, hit the ball hard a couple times. Just happened to hit it both times right at the center fielder for Keene, who had a great game both defensively and offensively yesterday for the Blackbirds. Here's Bonacorsi to start in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Bonacorsi looks at a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes. Bonacorsi leading off the bottom of the second here at Lions Field in Goffstown. Here's the pitch. That pitch is down in the dirt, ball 2. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Bonacorsi, the right fielder. Here's the 2-0. There's a pitch up in the zone. Bonacorsi swings and fouls it straight back. 2 balls and a strike. Hulfiker throws. Pitch misses down and in. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Liam Gilbreath, the catcher, on deck. Here's the 3-1. There's a fastball fouled right back this way over the booth and out of play. So the count will go full. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bonacorsi leading off here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the pitch. There's a fastball swung on and fouled off to the left side, out of play. We'll do the 3-2 again. Here it comes. There's a off-speed pitch. Bonacorsi way out in front. Swings and misses for strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Liam Gilbreath to the plate. Gilbreath looks at ball 1. Gilbreath, number 1, the catcher, swings and hits the ball towards the right center field gap. That's going to get by and all the way to the fence. Gilbreath's digging hard for 2. There's a strong throw from Smith in center field. That throw gets to the bag just about the same time as Gilbreath gets there, but he's in there safely. That's a double. So Goffstown's hit 2 doubles in this game thus far, and 1 to either side of the center fielder. That was a nice line drive. Gilbreath just going up and getting a fastball, throwing his hands through the ball and made solid contact. Ball tailing away from the center fielder towards the right center field gap. Here's Connor Hyzak, number 5, the pitcher. He takes a strike on a breaking ball. Isaac doubled to the left center field fence his first at bat, and he swings and misses there. Good pitch from Hulfiker on that one. So Isaac quickly behind 0-2. There's one out, runner at second base, bottom of the second inning. Grizzlies are ahead 2-0 here. They'd like to get another runner in scoring position home. And there's another pitch down in the dirt this time. That's a swing and a miss. And Isaac's going to reach on the pass ball. Well, I guess we'd call that a wild pitch. That also allows Gilbreath to go to third on the play. So that's heads up base running Isaac right out of the box. So we've got a first and third situation. Still one out. And that's going to bring Clay Campbell to the plate. First and third, one out. Isaac doubled his last at bat. Campbell struck out looking. Isaac leaning the wrong way, just barely gets back to first base. That was close. You've got to know that at this level of baseball, there's going to be the fakes to third, over to first, fake to first, over to third, the spin move to second. There's going to be all kinds of moves because these guys are not major league players. So anything can happen. Isaac waits for the pitch to be delivered this time, and the throw is thrown. It's cut off by the shortstop. Isaac steals the bag easily. There's a pitch hit towards center field. The shallow center. Smith's going to come in and make the catch. The left-hander throws. Gilbreath comes down the line and decides better of it. And probably a good move on his part because he would have been out. The throw was up the third base line. But it would have been in plenty of time. So Campbell flies out. For the second out. Bob Dougherty takes ball one. He's singled in the infield. His first at bat is singled a deep shortstop. The shortstop made a nice play keeping it in the infield, but he had no play by the time he came up with it. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Dougherty takes the ball high. 2-0. Hey, Mr. Eric Bello is here. So Goffstown really would like to get these runs home, or at least one of them. Second and third with one out. Now it's second and third with 2 outs. Dougherty with a 2-0 count. He looks at ball 3 down low.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Dougherty taking all the way. Looks at strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 on. Goffstown ahead 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. Isaac at second, Gilbreath at third. Here's the pitch. That's the breaking ball down in the dirt. Ball 4. So that's going to load the bases. And Dougherty's on again. And here's Will Soucy. Soucy just keeps getting up with bases full of Grizzlies. They call a balk. That pitch was no pitch. It was a balk. And that's going to score a run.
Is it a ball?
No pitch. It's a balk.
Oh, okay.
So all the runners move up. Gilbreath comes in from third. And it's 3-0. Soucy way out in front there. Swings and misses. Strike 1. So second and third again here. Isaac at third, Dougherty at second. Soucy taps one out in front of the plate. Pitcher comes in, fields. He's got one play. He throws wide to first. Soucy never hit the bag. He's going to go back and touch first. He could have got to second base probably, but it's better be safe than sorry. 2 runs will score on the throwing error by Hilfiger. Susie hit that ball exactly about 1 foot in the air, and it just rolled out to the mound. Right-hander coming off the hill, going towards home plate, and his weight was still going towards the plate when he picked the ball up and threw, and that throw carried right into the line of the base runner, was wide of the first base bag by quite a bit on the foul side of first. First baseman Matalewski had no chance really there with the runner coming down the line hard. So that ball goes down by the visiting bullpen, and both runs score. So, of course, with 2 outs, both runners were running. So here's Cam Kozak. He struck out looking his first at bat. There's a runner at first and 2 outs. Kozak hits the ball to the right side. Santiago Sanchez up clean with it, makes the throw to first, kind of makes Matalewski work for it, but Matalewski does a nice job holding the bag, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. But Goffstown is able to capitalize on a few mistakes there by the Panthers in the second, scoring 3 runs, and really they shouldn't have scored any of them. 1 scored on a balk and 2 on an error. So Goffstown ends up getting 3 runs. They left, 1 runner on base. There was 1 error on Nashua, a big one. And Goffstown only had the 1 hit, and that was a double from Gilbreath. The other runners, Hyzak reached on a strikeout wild pitch. Dougherty walked. Susie reached on an error. And Gilbreath had the only hit of the inning. So the Grizzlies will take it. They lead 5-0 here going to the 3rd. Thanks for the inning there, Eric. So Hulfiker had to work again. He gets the strikeout of Hyzak, which would have been the 2nd out, and then the next batter flied out. That would have been a quick inning for him, but because of the wild pitch, Hyzak reaches, and then the error would have ended the inning, and he just had to keep working. So in the inning, he throws 9, 10, 17, 19, 22 pitches. He's at 52 through 2, and Goffstown leads at 5-0. Nashua will have the 8-9-1 hitters coming up here in the top of the 3rd. Nolan Foss, the 3rd baseman, Chris Keefe, the left fielder, and then the top of the order, Albert De La Rosa, the shortstop, to bat. Hyzak is back out there for his 3rd inning of work. Left-handed batter here. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 0-1. Hyzak winds and fires. Another pitch right there at the knees. Strike 2. Here's the 0-2. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Hyzak makes quick work of Foss on 3 pitches there. And here comes the number 9 hitter, the left fielder, number 5, Chris Keefe. That pitch was not anywhere close to anything resembling a strike, except that Keefe swung and missed at it, so it's 0-1. There's a pitch tap back to the mound. Hyzak comes off the mound, underhand toss to Kozak at first. I'll tell you, Keefe gets down the line pretty quick, but the out was recorded there, 2-pitch out. So that's a nice start to the inning for Hyzak and the Grizzlies here. Here's Albert De La Rosa, the shortstop. He hit the first pitch of the game and grounded to short. Open stance, right-handed batter. Pitches in there for a strike. Be ready to move that camera, Eric. That pitch is up and in. Ball 1. The pitch topped right off the front of the plate. over to Hyzak. He throws a fade pattern pass to the corner of the end zone, and Kozak there for the catch. Out goes 1-3, so you get a strikeout and a pair of groundouts back to the mound, and that's a quick, nice answer for the Grizzlies after putting up 3 in the second. The top of the third, no runs, no hits, no Goffstown errors, and nobody left on base for South. They went down on 8 pitches in the inning. That's 35 for Hyzak through 3. And we go to the bottom of the third with Goffstown leading 5-0. Hulficker is back out there for his third inning of work. He's going to face the 6, 7, 8 part of the order. He'll face Heidenreich, Green, and Bonacorsi. Heidenreich singled to right, or right to the outfield grass. Santiago Sanchez made a nice play keeping the ball in front of him, but could not get Heidenreich at first. By the time he retrieved the ball on the edge of the outfield grass, he had to go a long ways to his left, and that ended up knocking in a run. The throw from the second baseman short-hopped the first baseman, and on the play, Dougherty ended up coming around and scoring from second base to give Goffstown an early 2-0 lead, and the throw wasn't picked clean by the first baseman, so it was an error on the second baseman allowing that second run to score. So Goffstown's definitely taken advantage of miscues from the Panthers so far today, scoring a run in the first on an error, 2 runs in the second on an error, and then on a third run in the second on a balk. Here's Heidenreich. Pitch is in there. Breaking ball, strike 1. Hulficker comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball up high, hitting through the right side again. That's about where Heidenreich hit it the first time, except he hit this one a lot harder. And that's a base hit. He's 2 for 2. And that's just a little bit of athleticism there, going up and getting the pitch and just hitting it where it was pitched. Here's Miles Green, third baseman, number 20. Fly to right his first at bat. Heidenreich's at first. Nobody out. Leadoff single here in the third. Here's the pitch. That pitch misses down low. Ball 1. Green, right-handed batter. It's been pretty consistent spring so far for the Goffstown third baseman. Here's the pitch, and that ball's tapped foul off the front of the plate towards the third base dugout. Strike 1. Green out in front of that pitch. Here's the 1-1 breaking ball. Stays inside. Green backed away from it, but the pitch missed, so the count runs to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Heidenreich at first. Bottom of the third inning. Goffstown leads 5-0. There's a throw to first. Heidenreich dives back safely. The throw was to the infield, or the foul ball side of first base. He's back easily. Here's the set and the 2-1. Green swings and fouls it straight back. Pitch was up at the top of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Miles Green. Nate Bonacorsi, the right fielder, waits on deck. Hulficker comes set. Here's the 2-2. He takes something off on that one on a changeup. They check the appeal to the base umpire to see if Green had swung. They say no, he didn't. And the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. No question Green was fooled by the pitch. They said he did not offer. So here's the 3-2. Fastball is hit to the left side. That's going to get through the hole. That's just a perfectly placed ground ball. It was wide of third and too far for the shortstop to get it, and that's a single into left field. And Goffstown's got something going here in the third with nobody out and a pair of singles to lead it off. And Green just continues to get base hits one way or the other. So first and second, here's Nate Bonacorsi, who struck out swinging his first at bat. There's a step off and fake to second. Shortstop De La Rosa had come in. Heidenreich was not far from the bag, got back easily. Here's the first pitch to Bonacorsi. He squares the bunt and fouls it off at the plate. Strike one. I think he might, I'm not sure if he was doing that on his own or not, but he looked like he was bunting for a hit there the way he reacted at the plate. 0-1 the count on Bonacorsi. First and second, nobody out. There's a breaking ball in there for strike two. Catcher's going to throw down to second behind Heidenreich. He gets back diving. De La Rosa shows some good ups there and keeps that ball from going into center field. So Bonacorsi down 0-2 here. De La Rosa in behind Heidenreich, but here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball. Bonacorsi lays off as that pitch is down in the dirt. Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Heidenreich at second, Green at first. Goffstown leading 5-0 here in the bottom of the third over Nashua South. Hulfiker comes with a pitch. That's a fastball. Misses just downstairs. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on for the Grizzlies, looking to open up the lead even further. Andres Hulfiker gets his sign. He comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball up high. Bonacorsi can't hold up and swings through it for strike 3. That's the first out here in the third. Here's Liam Gilbreath, the batter. Gilbreath took a 1-0 pitch and roped a line drive to the right center field side of center field for a double. He ended up coming around to score. The first pitch is swung on and missed, strike 1. You got a breaking ball there. So there's 1 out, bottom of the third inning. Heidenreich and Green led the inning off with singles. They're at first and second. There's a spin move to second base. Santiago Sanchez comes in and puts a tag on Heidenreich. There's a small discrepancy in height between those two players. Heidenreich's a good 6'5". Santiago Sanchez maybe 5'5". There's a pitch to Gilbreath. A breaking ball stays inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Top of the order, Connor Hyzak on deck. Hilfiger comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball hit to the right side by Gilbreath. That gets by the first baseman who was playing in shallow. Second baseman tries to barehand it as the only chance he has for a play on the ball, and that's going to go as an infield single for Gilbreath. Santiago Sanchez did not field the ball cleanly with the bare hand, but by the time that got by the first baseman to Santiago Sanchez, 2 things were happening. Gilbreath was getting down the line, and he didn't have a play. Plus, nobody was really covering first base anyway. So it's an infield base hit for Gilbreath. The bases are loaded for Hyzak. He takes ball 1. So we're in the bottom of the third. 5-0 Grizzly lead. Bases are loaded for Hyzak. He has doubled, and he actually struck out his second at bat, but the pitch got past the catcher. He beat the throw. Ended up coming around to score. He takes the strike there. The count goes to 1-1. Hulfiker winds and throws. The pitch misses down low. Now his breaking ball has had the reactions that the Goffstown hitters have shown they have not been good reactions. So that pitch is definitely moving or certainly throwing batters off. There's a pitch hit to Hyzak. It's rolled to third. That goes right through the wickets of the third baseman. That's going to be an E5. Green's going to come all the way around from second to score. Heidenreich scores easily from third, and Green comes around to score from second. That's going to go as an error. No RBI for Hyzak there because he's on the grass, the third baseman. Foss on the grass. He comes up with that ball. He's got a force play at the plate, but he does not come up with the ball, and 2 runs score. So Goffstown has really capitalized on mistakes here in this one. They lead 7-0 here in the third. Hyzak at first. Gilbreath stops at second because the ball got through third base, went right to the left fielder. They got the ball back in, no further advance. But, again, the Grizzlies are taking advantage of mistakes. The other thing is, too, they've had a lot of base runners. And when you got a lot of base runners, you can see the pitcher making throws to first, throws to second, catchers throwing down behind runners. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's just a lot more opportunity for mistakes to happen because the concentration or the focus is split amongst multiple areas. So here's Clay Campbell. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and flied to center. He's got runners at first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. The first pitch is in there for a strike. Off-speed pitch. The count goes to 0-1. Hyzak is at first. Gilbreath is at second. Hulfiker comes set. He throws. There's a fastball to Campbell that's swung on and fouled straight back, strike 2. So he gets behind quickly, 0-2. Nashua had a young man down in the bullpen warming up to possible relief pitcher here. Here's the 0-2 coming to Campbell. There's a pitch ripped foul just outside the first base line. Just missed that one. That would have been extra bases down in the right field corner. Foul by probably a foot or less. So we'll do the 0-2 again. There's only 1 out here for Goffstown in the third. 2 runners on. They've had a lot of base runners today. Here's the 0-2. That's a breaking ball that stays up high and not tempting enough to offer at. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Campbell at the plate. Infield playing straight up for the most part. Shortstop coming in behind the runner at second every now and again. Then it gets back to his position more or less. There's a pitch to Campbell. Good discipline. Takes that ball up high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 on. Goffstown with a 7-0 lead here. Here's the pitch to Campbell. That's an off-speed pitch. Nice pitch. Good location. Swing and a miss from Campbell for the second out of the inning. So amongst the mistakes and the things going on, Hulfiker's making some good pitches here and there. Here's Bob Dougherty with 2 out and 2 on. He is singled and walked. First pitch to Dougherty. He checks his swing. The ball was in the dirt. It was definitely a swing. The catcher's now asking to see if he swung second base. The base ump says no. I would say yes, but my vote doesn't count. So it's ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Gilbreath moves up on the wild pitch in the dirt, so it's first and third. Hulfiker's shirt is completely untucked on the mound now. Hyzak takes off from first. The pitch is up and in. It goes past the catcher on the fly. That's a pass ball. The throw to the pitcher covering the plate. Gilbreath is safe. Hyzak will stay at second. He was running on the pitch, so that's a stolen base. Gilbreath scores, though, on a pass ball. The count to Dougherty goes to 2-0. And Goffstown gets a run out of the deal. So Gilbreath has scored 2 runs today. Once he scored from third on a balk, and that one on a pass ball. Here's the 2-0 to Dougherty. There's a check swing. It rolls down the first base line, just stays foul. There's quite a lip over there, and that was a chance that was going to kick off the lip and go fair, so Dougherty did run. But it stayed foul, and the count goes to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Hyzak is at second base. Goffstown leads 8-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Hulfiker sets and throws. There's the pitch to Dougherty, hit up the middle. They're going to call that's a catch by Santiago Sanchez. It's a nice play there on the backhand. Almost a short hop, but he goes down on a semi-dive and makes the catch. And that's the third out of the inning. But Goffstown is able to put 3 runs on the board again. They did get a couple of hits. They got 3 hits in the inning. But the runs all came in on a pass ball, And a wild pitch. I mean, there's just there was no no RBIs as Hyzak reached on a ball that was an E5 that went right through the third baseman. So that was the 2 runs there. So Goffstown gets 3 runs, 3 hits. There was 1 large Nashua error, and they left 1 on base. So after 3 full innings, it's 8-0 in favor of the Grizzlies. And Hulficker's just been kind of stuck out there. He did get another pair of strikeouts. He's struck out 5 through 3 innings, but he has allowed 7 hits now. And the defense behind him has not helped. They've made an error in each inning thus far. Let's see, 14, 27, 30 pitches in the inning there. So he's got 82 pitches through 3. And that doesn't bode well for the Panthers there. So Hyzak goes back out to the mound to start the 4th. He'll face the 2-3-4 hitters, Dante Young, the right fielder, Mason Matalewski, the first baseman, and Braden Mcdonald, the DH, are the scheduled hitters here. Goffstown with an 8-0 lead here. Yeah. We apologize for the delay there in commentating. Eric Bello and I were discussing some coaching strategies, and quite frankly, nobody needs to hear that. Hyzak makes the first pitch, is fouled off at the plate. Number 6, Dante Young, the right fielder, is at bat. He struck out his first at bat, batting second in the lineup for the Panthers today. Dribbles that one foul up the third base line. Hyzak winds and fires. Gilbreath drops the ball there. Pitch didn't miss by much, but it's called the ball. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, it's funny, just from day to day, Goffstown only scratched out 2 hits yesterday against Keene, although they did hit the ball pretty well a bunch of times. There's a pitch up and in. Today they've got, 8 hits? 7 hits through 3. So, different day, different result. 2-1 coming from Hyzak. There's a breaking ball. It's called the ball, 3-1. Gilbreath looked like he might have been crossed up on that. It looks like he almost caught that with his chest protector.
That would kind of hurt.
Exactly. Looked like he caught that with the protector first. There's a fastball, swung on a miss, strike 2. No question on that outcome. Here's the 3-2 pitch coming from Hyzak. Dante Young at the plate. Way up in the box. He swings and fouls one off wide of first base. The count remains 3-2. He's up in the box. Hyzak he's not a soft throwing pitcher either. He throws pretty hard. But this young man's up at the front of the box and taking his rips. Open stance. Here's the 3-2. Looks like a changeup in the dirt. That's going to skip away from Gilbreath as a swing and a miss for a strikeout, but that's going to go as a wild pitch, and the batter will reach base. That was too good of a pitch. So, despite the strikeout, Young reaches at first. Here's Mason Matalewski, the first baseman. That was a close play at first. Hyzak went quickly to first, threw the ball, almost got Young picked off there. Matalewski grounded to second, his first at bat. There's a swing and a foul, strike 1. He was right on that pitch. That was a healthy cut there. So, no balls, 1 strike. Young with a big lead over at first. Hyzak comes set. He's going to go to first. back safely, but you can see a little delay in his return to first, so he may be running here. That pitch was to the foul ball side, dugout side of first, so not close. Hyzak comes set again. Young stays put. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike two. Matalewski swung right through that one. Counts 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Leadoff man is on after he struck out, but the pitch was down in the dirt on a changeup. Got past Gilbreath, and he reached. Hyzak comes set. Here's the 0-2. That pitch is down in the dirt. Gilbreath snags that one easily. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off at the plate. That got the umpire in the hand. That's the left hand. He calls balls with that hand. So as long as the right hand works for calling strikes, he should be all set. He's shaking that off. Gilbreath visits the mound to give the umpire some time to recover here. Last time that South tried to run, Santiago Sanchez with a first and third situation took off for second base, and Gilbreath threw him out by a country mile. So Young, despite getting a healthy lead over at first, has not run as of yet. But we got a 1-2 count with nobody out. Let's see if anybody's in motion here. Matalewski at the plate. Hyzak comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a slow breaking ball. Swung on and fouled off on the third base side. Matalewski stayed back fairly well on that slow pitch, but still was ahead of it. Just chopped it foul up wide of the third base line. It's probably good for the Grizzlies that went foul, because that would have been a tough play for anybody to make. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Dante Young at first. He gets his lead. Hyzak comes set. Here's the pitch. That pitch is about a 50-footer. That bounced, and Gilbreath made a nice one-hop stop there. That pitch looked like it might have got Gilbreath in the hand. He's shaking his hand now. But count goes to 2-2. Matalewski waits. Hyzak sets and delivers. There's a change-up again, or a breaking ball. And Matalewski's way out in front of it. Swings and misses, striking out for the first out of the inning. So he battled. 7-pitch at bat to both the first hitters of the game of this inning. Both have struck out. That's the first one that's an actual out. Here's number 27, Braden Mcdonald, the designated hitter. He grounded to first, and he fists one just to the right, down the right field line there. Kozak straddles the line, makes the play, but the pitch or the ball just inches foul. So he went down there his first at bat too. Kozak made the play just inside the bag and took the out himself at first. Young still at first, 1 out. Hyzak is set. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball in there for strike 2. That was a good-looking pitch there. McDonald was fooled by that pitch, had no inkling to swing there. Hyzak steps off, lobs to first. Young back easily. Hyzak well ahead of McDonald here, 0-2. He sets and delivers. There's a fastball. Swing and fouled off at the plate. McDonald comes up shaking his hand on that swing and miss. I don't know what happened on that. Still 0-2 here. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the 4th inning. Pitch is in the dirt. That's going to skip by Gilbreath. And Young will go to second base. That's a wild pitch, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looked like a fastball. You don't expect fastballs to be in the dirt, but even so, you'd like to be in front of that. So now a runner at second base. That pitch misses low as well in the dirt. Nice stop by Gilbreath there. The count goes to 2-2. So Dante Young led off the inning with a 7-pitch at bat. He struck out, but the pitch was wild, got past Gilbreath. He reached. He gets to second on another wild pitch. Matalewski struck out, and here's McDonald He swings and misses, striking out for the second out. So that's the second out of the inning. And here comes the left-handed hitting Jake Smith, the center fielder. Smith walked his only at bat. Takes a strike. Smith walked, and while he was at first base, the ball was hit back to Hyzak, and Hyzak turned and spun, trying to start a double play, threw the ball into center field. Smith was safe at second, went all the way to third on the play, but he was left at third. There's a pitch hit to the right side that's hit pretty well. Bonacorsi finds it, drifts back a couple of steps, and makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. So Goffstown is able to keep South off the board again. Hyzak gets 3 Ks in the inning. One of them reached. So there's no runs, no hits, no Goffstown errors, 1 man left on base. And Connor Hyzak with 22 pitches in the inning. He's only at 57 through 4. He struck out 6 and walked a batter. So the only runners they've had were on a walk, an error, and a wild pitch on a third strike. We've got a new pitcher here for Nashua South. See if we can see what number that is. I think it's 15. Is that right? Yep. 15. Let me go to the picture that I took earlier of the Nashua lineup card and see if they even have a 15. You never know. Looks like they do. That looks like it's Kyle Evans, right-handed pitcher in the ball game for Nashua. I'm pretty confident with that because they actually did write number 15 there, so that's a good start. So Hulfiker ends up going 3 innings, gives up 8 runs, and quite frankly, I'm not sure any of them were earned. Maybe 1. I'll have to compute that out here in a little bit. Maybe 2. I don't know if a block counts as an earned run. Probably does, but either way, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Goffstown leads 8-0. Kyle Evans now on the hill for Nashua. And I just heard the change called in. That's 15 for 11, which is what we got. So, 82 pitches for Hulfiker on his outing. Goes 3 innings, 7 hits. Like I said, he did strike out 5. Actually, no, he struck out 6. One of them reached.
Surprising, you guys beat up on North yesterday.
Yeah, South pounded Nashua North yesterday, 15-3. But different day, different result. So we got Will Soucy leading off here. He is walked and reached on an error today, and then Colin Burke has come out on deck. Evans delivers a pitch in there for strike 1. Kyle Evans, number 15, right-handed pitcher out of the bullpen for Nashua South. Works from the set, even with nobody on. There's an off-speed pitch that Soucy's out in front of, fouls off the end of the bat right at the plate. Looks like Colin Burke is going to hit for Cam Kozak, and he'll probably go to first base. Burke is a good defensive first baseman. There's the 0-2 left way up high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Soucy leading off. This is the first time he's been up with nobody on base since last week, I think. That pitch misses up high as well. Ball 2. I've been looking at the standings and the results and the schedules, and all I've been able to figure out is that Concord, Exeter, Bishop Girton all look like they're pretty good. Keene obviously looked good yesterday. Other than that, I don't know. It looks like anybody can beat anybody. Some of these scores, you'd think they'd go one way, they go the other, and every day is a different day. Plus, the weather hasn't been tremendous here in the spring, so that throws people off a bit, too. Here's the 3-2 to Susie. That's a pitch up high. He hits a ground ball to the second baseman. He comes up with a clean, throws to first for the out. So that's the one out. Thank you, Eric. Colin Burke. I don't know if anybody announced him, but I am. Number 21, Colin Burke. All-state defenseman in hockey. Very good hockey player. Good first baseman. I'm not sure. This might be his first at bat of the season. Up there, right-handed. Evans delivers. Ball one. Lopez looked like he closed his mitt too early there and dropped the ball. Ball one to Burke. One out, nobody on. Pitch is up high. Burke's a big boy, but that's even too high for him. 2 balls, no strikes. Susie led off, grounded out to second. Goffstown leads here 8-0 in the bottom of the fourth. They'd like to shorten this game, I'm sure. Go into next week with a victory. Burke takes a strike there. 2 balls and a strike. Evans in his first inning of work here, coming out of the bullpen for Andres Hulficker, who went 3 innings. Burke swings and misses. Strike 2. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. My wife and youngest daughter have entered the booth. Evans comes set. Here's the 3-2 to Burke. Burke looks at the pitch. It's called a strike. That's strike 3, second out of the inning. And TJ Dutton is going to hit for himself here. So the DH is gone for the Grizzlies. Dutton will hit for himself. 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Evans fires. That pitch misses up high. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Dutton. And misses down low. Ball 2. Dutton has been playing second base today with Hyzak on the mound. Campbell moves over to short. Dutton plays second. Heidenreich had been hitting for him, but Dutton's hitting for himself here. There's the 2-0, hit off the end of the bat down to third. Foss is up clean with the play, makes the throw across the infield for the out. That play goes 5-3. The Grizzlies go 1-2-3 here in the fourth. And Kyle Evans sets down the side on 15 pitches. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So we go to the top of the 5th inning. Thanks, Eric, on the scoreboard. Goffstown holds an 8-0 lead. Hyzak back out for his 5th inning of work. He's got the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up to bat here. And Nashua has not been through the order a second time yet, so he's still working pretty clean. He's only faced, 14 batters in 4 innings, so just 2 over the limit. So looking back at the inning here, Hyzak doubled. Dougherty got an infield single but did not score Hyzak. And then Heidenreich singled to knock in Hyzak. That's the only earned run of the game, I believe, unless a balk run in is considered an earned run, because Gilbreath scored on a balk. The next two runs that came across were on a throwing error from the pitcher, threw the ball into the right foul ground down the right field line. So I'll have to check that, but I'm going to say only 2 earned runs out of the 8 for Helficker in his 3 innings of work. 7 hits, 6 Ks, 2 walks. But Goffstown definitely capitalized on mistakes. So number 2, Roy Santiago Sanchez, the second baseman. He reached on a fielder's choice his first at bat and then was caught stealing. He takes a weak swing at a breaking ball for strike 1 to start the 5th inning. We're in the top of the 5th inning here at Lions Field in Goffstown. The Grizzlies lead 8-0 here. Hyzak working well, working a gem on the mound. Misses with a pitch inside for ball 1. Goffstown has put 7 hits on the board and 8 runs, but they've definitely come up and made Nashua pay for mistakes. There's a ball hit deep to the left center field gap. That hits off the base of the fence. That's going to be a double as Santiago Sanchez goes into second base standing up, and that is the first hit of the day for Nashua. The second baseman with a nice swing line drive to the left center field gap hits off the base of the fence. So it's a leadoff double for Santiago Sanchez. And here's Ryan Lopez, the catcher. He looks at strike 1. He's 0 for 1, striking out his 1 at bat. So I didn't want to say that Goffstown was out hitting Nashua 7-0 because you don't refer to those things when they have a no-hitter going, but is not got a no-hitter anyway. That's a breaking ball just off the last centimeter of the bat, fouled at the plate to the backstop. The count goes to 0-2. Roy Santiago Sanchez leads at second with a leadoff double. Hyzak working out of the set. Nobody out. Runner at second. Nashua trying to get back into this ball game. Here's the pitch from Hyzak. There's a fastball swung on and fouled straight back. The count remains 0-2. We'll go with the 0-2 again. Fouled straight back again. I tell you, this kid Lopez does not get cheated on his swing. He's a big boy, catcher. He's up there swinging like he means it. He's up in the box as well. He asks for time. He gets it. Hyzak steps off. Burke is now playing first base as we speculated in the top of the inning. We're in the bottom of the last inning. Breaking ball misses inside. Throw down to third. Gilbreath to Green, and Santiago Sanchez is out at third by a mile. He was out at third by as much as he was out at second earlier. Nice play by Gilbreath. The breaking ball fooled Lopez. It was called a ball, stayed inside apparently. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, but that's the first out. So again, a base runner for the Panthers is erased by the throwing of Gilbreath. Hyzak quick to the plate. Gilbreath with a good throw. There's a breaking ball, swung on and missed. Squeezed by Gilbreath, and that's the second out. So just like that, go from a runner on second in scoring position with nobody out to having 2 outs and nobody on. That's a big turn of events. But Goffstown is making the plays today behind their pitcher. Hyzak from the windup, facing number 34, the third baseman, Nolan Foss, left-handed hitting third baseman. He's 0 for 1 with striking out his first at bat. He's down 0-1 here. There's a breaking ball hit the other way. Miles Green comes in, takes it on a second short hop, and makes a nice play. Green has got great hands at third base. He comes in very confidently, scoops that ball on the short hop. Good hands, strong throw. And that's the third out of the inning. And just like that. So just when you think Nashua has a chance to get back in with a leadoff double, they erase the runner stealing third. Down 8-0, stealing third. I'm not sure what you're doing there. Get a strikeout and a ground out, and just like that, the inning's over. So Nashua, no runs, 1 hit, no Goffstown errors, and nobody left on base with the second caught stealing of the game. Hyzak works another quick inning, 12 pitches. He's only thrown 69 pitches in 5 innings, and he got his 7th strikeout of the ball game there in the inning as well. He's only allowed 1 walk and 1 hit through 5. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Goffstown leading 8-0. Miles Green's going to lead it off. Kyle Evans is back on for his second inning of relief work. He had a pretty quick inning himself, throwing just 15 pitches to get the Grizzlies 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th. Green, Bonacorsi, and Gilbreath are scheduled to hit here in the 5th inning for the Grizzlies. We'll see who actually comes up. Looks like Ben Dodge has a bat in the on-deck circle. I don't know if he's going to hit for Bonacorsi or if he'll be hitting for Gilbreath, but because he's a catcher, it looks like he's going to hit for Bonacorsi. Miles Green will lead off. I meant to tell you, too, that T.J. Dutton did hit for himself there in the last inning, and Heidenreich, the DH, had been hitting for him. And Heidenreich was 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. Believe it or not, Goffstown has 8 runs and only 1 RBI today. Because so many runs have scored on errors. 1 on a pass ball, 1 on a wild pitch, 1 on a balk. So, believe it or not, 8 runs scored, 1 RBI. My wife is whispering to me as if you could hear her. I can't even hear her, so I'm pretty sure you can't. So here's Miles Green to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Goffstown leads 8-0. Kyle Evans on the mound for Nashua. He winds and throws, delivers a strike right through there for strike 1. Green today has fly to right and singled to left. He has scored as well. There's a pitch up and in, and that hits Green. That pitch was clocked at 41 miles an hour. It was a soft breaking ball, so Green did not really do much to get out of the way of that. It hit off the front shoulder, and he's on to lead off the inning. Here's Ben Dodge, number 6, batting for Bonacorsi. Bonacorsi was 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Green gets his lead at second. The pitch to Dodge is down low. Ball 1. Dodge was the DH yesterday, reached on an error and walked in his 2 plate appearances. He's ahead 1-0. Green leads at first. Evans comes set. Here's the pitch. That's right in there for a strike. Lopez had an idea to throw down to first on the pitch there, but he couldn't hold on to the pitch. Nothing happened there. So we'll see if Dodge goes to the outfield to play defense, but he's definitely pinch hitting here for Bonacorsi. Evans is set, 1-1 count, nobody out, runner at first, bottom of the 5th. There's a pitch to Dodge, hit to center field right at the center fielder. Didn't really even have to move. So he hit it well, right at the center fielder for the first out.
Shot, Ben.
Here's Liam Gilbreath. Gilbreath today has doubled and singled, scored a pair of runs, and he scored on a balk, and he scored on a pass ball. Hyzak on deck. Kyle Evans on the hill for Nashua. He comes set. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit to left field. It's hit pretty well. Left fielder goes back towards the corner, makes a nice running catch. Green was halfway on the play. He'll retreat to first base. That play goes F7 for the second out of the inning. Gilbreath gives the ball a nice ride to left, but left fielder Chris Keefe makes a nice catch, and there's 2 outs. So Green led off getting hit by a pitch. He's still at first with 2 men out. Connor Hyzak at the plate. Hyzak's been on 3 times today. Doubled, reached on a strikeout, reached on an error by the third baseman. He fouls that one off to the right side out of play. Strike 1. So Hyzak has scored 2 runs, and he's got 2 stolen bases, but he's reached on a strikeout and an error to go along with his double that he had to lead off the first inning. Kyle Evans comes set. Here's the pitch. That's down in the dirt. It gets underneath the catcher, hits off the umpire's leg, and stays close to the plate, but he couldn't find it. And Green moves up on the play. That's a wild pitch as that was down in the dirt. The pitch was a ball to Hyzak, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Green moves up to second base. Hyzak with an RBI opportunity here. Evans comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a pitch up high, and Hyzak hits that straight up in the air in the middle of the infield. The shortstop will range over and makes the catch to retire the side. So Goffstown is unable to push that runner across, and after 5 complete, it is 8-0 in favor of the Grizzlies. We'll see who goes to right field. So Goffstown, no runs, no hits, no errors on the Panthers, and 1 runner left on base. Looks like Dougherty is going to right. Susie is in center. Who's in left? Does Dodge go to left field? I think that's Ben Dodge. I think Ben goes to left field there. So they're just moving Dougherty over to right, which is Dougherty has played a bunch of right field last year and this year as well. So Hyzak goes back out for the 6th inning. We're in the top of the 6th. Goffstown leads Nashua South here 8-0. Kyle Evans in the bottom of the 5th retired the side on just 9 pitches. So he's thrown 24 pitches in his 2 innings of relief work. He did hit a batter last inning. But so far, he's only faced 7 batters. He hit 1 and retired the other 6, so he's done a nice job. Hyzak will face the number 9 spot in the lineup and then the top of the order here in the 6th. And the number 9 hitter will be Chris Keefe. They're staying with the same lineup here. So left fielder Chris Keefe, he grounded back to the mound, his 1 at bat. So this is only the 2nd time completing through the order for Nashua here in the 6th inning. And Hyzak had not allowed a hit until a leadoff double in the 5th. So he went 4 innings before the leadoff hit in the 5th. That was a double by Roy Santiago Sanchez, but then he got caught stealing for the 2nd time today, this time at 3rd. Hyzak delivers the first pitch down low for a ball. 1-0. Keefe tapped back to the mound last at bat. Albert De La Rosa, the shortstop, leadoff man, is on deck. Hyzak winds and fires. There's a pitch grounded softly to short. Campbell waits for the hop, picks it up, throws to first. They get him by a half a step. We said last time Keefe gets down the line quick, and he certainly does. But Campbell made this sound play, and there's 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th. That'll bring Albert De La Rosa, the shortstop, to the plate. He's grounded to short and grounded back to the mound, 0 for 2. 1 out, nobody on. A beautiful day here from Lions Field in Goffstown. First pitch is grounded to 3rd. Miles Green picks it up, makes a nice easy throw to 1st, and gets the out. Green again, very sound over at 3rd base. Takes his time, makes a good throw. He had a throwing error yesterday where he hurried, but today's a new day. So here's Dante Young, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2. He struck out in the 1st and then struck out in the 4th and reached on a wild pitch, strike 3. He looks at ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on. Goffstown with the lead. That pitch is fouled off towards the first base dugout. Gilbreath ranges over, and he's over right by the fence, and it lands just on the other side of the dugout fence. So it's going to go for a strike. I wonder if he reaches in there and he's standing in play. That should be, it could have been an out there.
Oh, if you reach,
Well, yeah, as long as it's like reaching over the railing, right? So
yeah.
he was standing in play. Anyway, falls for a strike. It's 1-1. There's a pitch in there for strike 2. Isaac had 1 and 2, 2 outs, nobody on. Here in the 6th for Nashua South. There's the pitch, fouled straight back by Young. He stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Isaac gets a sign from the windup. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball down in the dirt. Young had a notion, but laid off. Takes ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Goffstown with an 8-0 lead here in the 6th inning from Goffstown. Here's the pitch from Isaac. That's a fastball in there, strike 3. And that ends the inning. Young goes down by way of the strike for the 3rd time today. And Isaac gets another 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no Goffstown errors, nobody left on base for the Panthers. And Isaac throws just 9 pitches. He's thrown just 78 pitches through 6. He's only allowed 1 hit, 1 walk. And he's struck out 8 through 6. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Kyle Evans back on the mound for Nashua. His 3rd inning of work and out of the bullpen. Campbell, Dougherty, and Susie scheduled to hit here in the bottom of the 6th. Goffstown leading 8-0. Campbell 0 for 3. He had a fly to center sandwiched between a pair of strikeouts. He will bat for himself here. Looks like Jake Blivens has grabbed a bat and will hit at some point here in the inning. Jacob Bliven. So Goffstown is they had 7 hits in the ball game. Those all came off the starter, Andres Hulficker, who allowed 7 hits through 3 innings. He did strike out 6, but Nashua made a bunch of fielding mistakes and had some wildness on the hill. And Goffstown took advantage of just about every one of them and got themselves out to an 8-0 lead. And that's where we stand here in the bottom of the 6th. Evans has done a nice job out of the pen with 2 scoreless innings in relief. He's out there for his 3rd inning of work, and here's Clay Campbell stepping in to start the bottom of the 6th. Evans works out of the set all the time, throws a strike. The count's 0-1. Eric, how you doing over there? You getting better with the camera stuff?
I'm getting better,
Yeah.
Hot enough to raise Minkin here, but I'm good.
Little practice helps. There's a softball hit. Campbell flares that over shortstop into shallow left field. The shortstop will actually retrieve that ball before the left fielder can get to it, but that's going to go in the book as a single.
Just trying to track that ball like an outfielder.
Nice, Eric, all over that. I just expect the quality of these broadcasts to go up. Here's Bob Dougherty. He's singled, walked, and lined to second. Soft line drive his last at bat that Santiago Sanchez came in and made a nice backhand catch on. Campbell at first. Evans sets and fires. That pitch is up high. Lopez throws down to first behind him. No chance. Campbell back easily. It's ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So Campbell gets off the snide today with his first hit. He's 1 for 4 now. That hit might go as some people might call that a duck snort or a Texas leaguer. Either way, it's a single. Dougherty looks at a pitch inside, ball 2. I've been waiting to use the word duck snort for quite a while, Eric. That doesn't come up all the time, so.
I wouldn't imagine.
Dougherty scored a pair of runs as well today. He scored on an error and actually scored both times on errors. Dougherty hit the ball to the left pretty well. That's down in the left field corner. And that is called a foul ball. I can't see it from here. It's kind of like being in northern Maine. You can't get there from here. We can't see down into that corner well, but the home plate umpire came up the line, standing on the line. I just watched for his call. He said it was foul, and I'm just going to have to trust him. So 2 balls and a strike to Dougherty. Campbell's at first after a single, leading off the inning here in the 6th. Goffstown, I'm sure, would just like to end this right here with a pair of runs and walk off with a victory to end the week. Pitch to Dougherty is popped up in the infield. Second baseman calling, waving everybody off. He comes in on the grass and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That was an off-speed pitch for Evans, had Dougherty out in front, and he pops it to the second baseman for the first out of the inning. Oh, Eric getting aggressive over there. He's working all the scoreboards now. Thank you. That's the first out. Here's Jacob Bliven batting for Will Susie. Susie was 0 for 2 with a walk. Bliven stands in and takes a big hack and swings and misses, strike 1. Throw down to first. Not in time. We'll see if Bliven can give one a ride here. Evan comes set. Here's the pitch. Bliven hits a line drive over shortstop into left center field. That gets down. Jake Smith, the center fielder, comes up and gets on the ball quickly, so Campbell cannot advance. But that's a single for Bliven. He's at first with 1 out. So first and second, 1 out. Colin Burke at the plate. He came to bat in the 4th inning, first at bat of the day for him, and went to first base. He struck out looking his first at bat. Here's the pitch. That's inside for ball, 1-0. Dutton on deck. Goffstown looking to finish this one off with an 8-0 lead in the 6th. Runner at first and second. Here's the pitch. Burke looks at a strike. Count goes to 1-1. Campbell lined a soft single to left. Bliven lined to left center for a single to get 2 on here. Burke looks at a pitch in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Kyle Evans on the mound for Nashua. Here's the pitch. Burke looks at strike 2. There's a throw down to second. The only player there is Clay Campbell, and he had his back turned. Bliven's going to try to run up on the play and get into second base. He gets in safely. So that's kind of like Bliven just sneaking in there. That's going to go as an error on the catcher, which isn't his fault. He threw down to the bag, and nobody covered. Nobody covered the bag, so runners move up to second and third. And we're helping each other out. Burke swings and fouls one off the plate. It hits the shin guard of the catcher, rolls away. Foul tip. Stays alive. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Now there's runners at second and third for the Grizzlies. A base hit could end it here. Kyle Evans to the set. Here comes the 2-2 to Burke. There's a fastball hit to the right side. That's going to move the right fielder over towards right center. Campbell tags, and he'll score standing up. Blivens is going to third, and he'll slide in safely. No throw. So if they're going to give it to you, you might as well take it. So Burke gets the RBI. That's only the second RBI of the game for Goffstown, despite 9 runs. And there's now 2 outs for T.J. Dutton, but he's got a runner at third. So the Grizzlies get a run without the benefit of a hit on that play as Burke flies to right for the sac fly. And here's T.J. Dutton. He's 0 for 1. Grounded to third is 1 at bat. Bliven at third, 2 outs. Dutton takes a swing and fouls it off at the plate. Goes to the backstop. Strike 1.
Think we'd ever see a 2-out suicide?
A 2-out suicide in a 9-0 game. No, that probably wouldn't sit too well with the opponent. Here's the 0-1 to Dutton. That pitch is up high, but Dutton swings and misses. Strike two. He chased that one a bit. Jarrett Hinault is on deck. Here's this pitch to Dutton. He fouls it off the plate. The count remains 0-2. Actually, Goffstown has two 14s listed on their roster. Jarrett Hinault and Braden Hollenrake. Anyway, here's the 0-2 coming to Dutton. Runner at third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Evans. That pitch is up high again, but Dutton swings again. This time fouls it off and stays alive. Count remains 0-2. Yeah, that number 14 is definitely not Jarrett. So that looks like Hollenrake. Here's the pitch to Dutton. He lines a single into left field. It's not going to matter who's on deck because Bliven comes home to score, and that's the ball game. That's 10-0 win for the Grizzlies there. As that's a nice line drive from T.J. Dutton. After fouling off a pair of 0-2 pitches, he lines a single hard into left field over the third baseman's head and drives in the run that ends the ball game with a 10-0 win for the Grizzlies today. So what a difference a day makes. Yesterday they lose 13-0 in 5. Today they win 10-0 in 5.5. Not quite 5.5 as there's only 2 outs. So that's a nice answer from Goffstown a day after they were shut down completely by Keene. So Goffstown will end up getting 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning. There was an error for Nashua. They did leave a runner on base, but that's kind of irrelevant because they'd still be hitting. So we're going to say good afternoon from Lions Field here in Goffstown. The Grizzlies go to 2-4 on the season with a 10-0 win over Nashua South. We hope to have the ball game for you on Tuesday as they travel to Pinkerton to play the Astros on Tuesday afternoon. I believe that game is scheduled for 4 o'clock. It's scheduled for tomorrow, but with the rain coming, it's already been moved to next week. So long from Lions Field in Goffstown. Thanks to Goffstown TV, GTV Sports for allowing us to cover these games, and we'll see you next week.